variation of parameters to solve in the given system. So here is the steps to solve to use variation of parameters method. So first you need to find homogeneous solution and then find non-homogeneous solution. Then for final solution, add these together. Okay, so I'm sure that you already learned this, so I'm not going to spending time going over it. Okay, so if you need more time, pause the video, take a look at these. Right, so let me put this aside and walk you through the problem. First thing is to find homogeneous solution. Okay, how? Same as usual, a minus lambda I, let's call this matrix A, subtract lambda I, that gives you this matrix, and then find its determinant, it gives you this one, do a bunch of calculation, gives you this, set it equal to 0, solve for lambda, you will get positive and negative 3. So with lambda equals 3, plug it into this matrix, it gives you this matrix augmented with 0. From second equation, I know that k1 is equal to 4k2. If I choose k2 1, then k1 is 4, then vector k is 4 1, then my vector x1 is 4 1 times e to the 3t. And now you are going to repeat this process for lambda equals negative 3, plug it into here, augmented with 0. Again, from second equation, I know that k1 equals negative 2k2. If I choose k2 1, then k1 is negative 2, then vector k is negative 2 1, then vector xu is negative 2 1 e to the negative 3t. Okay, so my homogeneous solution is equal to c1 times vector x1 plus c2 times vector xu. Right, now it's time to find the non-homogeneous solution. Similarly, like a minus lambda I, I'm going to have a matrix called phi of t. And this matrix is basically you exclude c1 and c2 and put the rest into the matrix. Don't forget to multiply equation. Don't forget to multiply by function in terms of t. Okay, some students just bring down the numbers and it's not correct. And then you need to find the determinant of phi of t, which gives you 6, and then phi is inverse, which is equal to 1 over the determinant times the cofunction of this matrix, which is equal to this one. And how do I get this one? So for the upward diagonal line, you multiply by -1. For the downward diagonal line, you switch the positions. Okay, multiply these together, it gives you this matrix. Now you need to find u prime of t, which is equal to inverse phi of t times f of t. Inverse phi of t is what you just found. Put it down. What is f of t? F of t is what left over when you have x, vector x, okay, which is this part. So here's a note. When you multiply matrices together, the order does matter, because you will get a different answer if you switch the orders. Okay, so for this one, if I do this, I will get this matrix. Now it's time to find the integral of this one. So integral of u is vector u is equal to the integral of vector u prime. So let's see, the integral of this one is equal to this. The integral of this one, so which I already worked out here, use integration by part method. Let u equals 1/3 t dv equals e to the negative 2t dt. Okay, so work it out, it gives you this one. And then if I put it over here, just rewrite this part, and then the integral of this one is negative 1/12 e to the negative 2t. Okay, that is for this one. Now for this one, similarly to this one, so the integral of this one is this. The integral of this one is what I had down here. Okay, so again, use integration by part method, it will give you this one. Bring this up, and for this one, the integral of this one is negative 1/24 e to the 4t. Right, hope that makes sense. So simplify this, it gives me this matrix. Okay, so for non-homogeneous solution, it is equal to phi of t times u of t. What is phi of t? Phi of t is this matrix. U of t is what you just found, which is this one. Multiply them together, it gives you this matrix. Okay, be careful when you multiply matrices together, especially for this type of matrix. Okay. One more thing you need to keep in mind is you do not switch the order of matrices, because we'll give you a different answer. Okay, it's not like when you multiply variables or numbers together. Just keep in mind that. All right, so I simplified this one. It gives me this one, and this is my x vector xp. So for my final answer, which is vector x, it is equal to x of h plus x of p, homogeneous, the sum of homogeneous part and non-homogeneous part. Okay, that's it.
If you find the video is helpful, feel free to give it a like, share, and subscribe to my channel in order to receive the most current videos. Don't forget to hit the bell so that you won't miss anything. I'll see you next time.